blah blah.
So we're talking about episode 23 of Boruto. This one is just kind of wrapping up everything for the Gaiden series, or I guess arc.
Yeah.
In which we find Shin, we beat the hell out of Shin.
Punch the fuck out of him, dude.
Oh my god. Okay, so this might be like a different like format of how I'm gonna present this, just because I have a different commentator here too. But just like I wanted to like highlight just the fighting choreography with Sakura and Shin was phenomenal. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh my god, stop it.
That shit was badass. Huh?
Oh my god, that was vicious. There was a little bit of blur animation, and that just kind of helps to make it flow a little bit better.
Yeah, it adds speed to what they're actually doing.
Yeah, versus say like for example the end of Naruto Shippuden, which was far less like blurs and actual like you see almost every frame of like each shot, unless it's like maybe like that one subtle like swinging action of the arm.
I think they generally upped their frame rate
for that
fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Versus in this fight where there is definitely blurry movements, but you can still get a good eye on like everything that's happening. You know, like how they're gonna throw their punches and everything like that. Shin using his no arm just to create like
a blade arm.
A blade arm was actually kind of cool in a way. It's one of those things that you kind of expect and think is gonna be kind of silly, and it is, but it is also kind of cool at times.
What I think is silly and not kind of cool is he made a big ass shuriken out of his blades instead of, you know, making a wall of blades go after her.
They really wanted to elaborate on that, didn't they? Was that in the manga? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I feel that she definitely had a tussle with the Shins, but then immediately cut to Sasuke coming in there. And that's what I remember most about it. But I do like how they elaborate on like what was happening as far as them infiltrating the hideout. Them splitting up into teams. Is there anything particularly you want to point out about this episode?
Just the main things that I've always emphasized with Naruto, and that's the fight choreography. It's always spectacular. I think they put way more emphasis on it in this series than they did in Naruto.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they really went all out with their fight choreography, but this one they added a lot more quick movements and combinations that flow into one another.
There is definitely a lack of like the actual jutsu department, except for like when Shin uses his Mangekyu to manipulate all of his blades and whatnot. And he uses it very effectively. He would be a really tough opponent to fight if you ever get hit by any of those blades. Not only can he like do that one thing that I experienced back in the hospital where someone's like moving a needle inside my arm, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Also, just the fact that he can have those placed anywhere and be a threat. The only reason they all survived all that was because of the new Chia powers. So Sarada remained unscathed despite her having a very close call, be able to just punch the hell out of that iPad.
Right in his fucking eye, dude. She Mike Wazowski'd the shit out of him.
And also,
fucking Mike Wazowski plushie.
And also Sasuke switching places with Sakura at the last moment. That was actually pretty well timed for like something that seemed impromptu even. Oh!
Knocked his knives away.
Knocked the gums out of him because he had no teeth.
Right.
It's their synergy.
Yeah, they really connected, oddly.
Mainly because what's it called? The story behind it is Sasuke went on his journey at the end of Naruto and did so for a year or so.
Okay.
He was gone for not a long time, but a long time.
Sure.
And when he came back, he and Sakura went on a journey together, and they just stayed gone until she got pregnant. She got pregnant, gave birth to Sarada out on the field, but there's complications during her pregnancy, and that's why Sarada wears eyeglasses.
Oh wow.
And after that, she went back home to
just take care of her.
Konoha, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so they've been fighting together for however long they were on that journey before they had Sarada.
Wow, okay. That makes sense then. That explains why Sakura hasn't like lost any like fighting ability. It's like, Jesus, going back to that animation was amazing. Just all the throws, spinning over each other, and also the use of like these larger than life objects.
Dude, that vicious elbow that he gave though. She punched over him and he went whack. Fucking elbow her right in the head.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I do like the fighting choreography. I do like also the share of ninjutsu as well, because it's all taijutsu focused, which definitely pulls the eye a lot more than just like seeing Madara like. Well, actually, Madara is actually kind of a different example, but just seeing like Sasuke throwing a fireball. I mean, we'll look at it like, oh, okay. It's not like Madara like shooting like 2 meteors at once at people.
Dropped a meteor and then dropped a meteor on the meteor.
The favorite thing I love about that is someone like dubbing that over and using them as like a simulation of like college exams and everything. Alright, you took care of the final exam. How do you like this? 50-page paper.
Nice, dude.
Oh, I really like this episode. It's a nice wrap up of the Gaiden chapter for sure. Just how everyone just comes in. Naruto scares the hell out of these guys. Just
I don't want to see it
with
anymore.
Kurama just like hanging back, just say like, let me at him. It's like, calm down. We won't do anything as long as you guys don't do anything back. I'm surprised how they just kind of went with it. The Shins, the clones, because they definitely loved Revolution a lot.
I think they realized that they can't.
They can't.
They're so outclassed.
But then that makes me
Naruto grabbed their blade and was cracking it just by holding it.
and that's when he's serious. Like, they definitely put him on the sidelines a little bit just for Sarada and Sasuke to do things, just by having like go knife to knife or knife to bigger knife,
Yeah.
and just holding them back.
That stupid ass fan blade that, in practicality, it's not good. It's bladed all the way around. So if someone just happens to hit it hard enough, it recoiling back into you is gonna hurt.
It's for tricks. It's for tricks. Yeah, I've said before, that design of those blades are kind of dumb, but it was whatever. I guess I would understand them in the fact that they would not be able to fight Naruto or Sasuke back that way. They were just so wild up with, oh, we are far better. We're going to revive Akatsuki ourselves. But now I kind of wonder, even though they're under Kabuto's care, which I'm pretty sure by that fact they'll be okay, but I wonder if they'll ever like rebel back once they're like much better. But then again, these are clones who've not really lived a life.
They kind of lived their life under order. If it weren't for the fact that Kabuto went through that Mangekyo Sharingan thing,
Yeah.
I would worry. But he was put into an eternity of realizing he can't do what he's doing.
And Kabuto's definitely like, I would say, on that watch list with Orochimaru and maybe Sasuke, but I would say he's pretty green now. Because he kind of understands, like, okay, I can't be Orochimaru, I can only be me. I wonder if they ever talk nowadays.
The two of them?
Yeah.
Probably not.
And that's sad. Because I like to think that they always keep up like with a friendly chatter here and there. Kabuto, how you feel looking like me? I'm like, I guess it's alright. I mean, I have a new job. Good. Take care of you know who for me, if you ever do see him. Okay.
So, how's the wife and kids? I'm not married. Oh, still?
At this point, you might as well be doing what I'm doing right now, staying youth forever. It's gonna take you eternity.
I mean, I'm a man-woman snake thing, and I have a child.
And now you're a snake thing, and you don't have a child, or a wife, or that much of a past. Wonder what your future's looking like.
Kabuto, you do your job well. I am proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
No. I am proud of you.
Okay.
It's not your fault.
It's okay. You won't have a cool theme as I do. You remember that Orochimaru theme?
Yeah.
From the original Naruto? That's great. You'll never have a cool theme as I did. Back then and now. So good luck with that. Alright, anything else? They didn't actually show too much of a preview, or at least they did show a preview, but it wasn't what I expected. I was thinking that they would fast forward later on, but now they're focusing on assembling the team. that is, I guess, the new Team 7 or just like Team Konohamaru or something.
Yeah, Team Konohamaru.
And we do see a little bit more tension between Boruto and Sarada here now. It's strange because though they definitely seem polar opposite of each other, it felt like even in the movie they weren't going to be enemies, but then that's when they established the team. So maybe this is just them understanding each other even more so. For wearing pants. And possibly building the ship, which I'm against. Where's Sumire?
I know, like they just completely swept her character under the rug.
Well, we'll just have to see.
I really hope they don't get rid of her.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when they put such big emphasis on like, she's gonna stay, yay!
Yay!
Let's not talk about her.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll see after the movie where she'll lie.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to it. Alright, so any closing thoughts on this episode?
Closing thoughts on this episode. I'm gonna be Hokage! Believe it!
Believe it! They definitely have like those episodes in between that have like not much animation. That's usually so they can save up and work on the next big fight. And I was surprised how they kept consistency with just like regular animation as far as dialogue and stuff like throughout Gaiden. And then they throw this out of nowhere. So I think they're improving on that as far as their workload, the animators, I'm saying. So I don't know if they're going to continue doing that all the time. They probably won't. But I do look forward to seeing how well they can consistently keep that up for like fights like later on, even in the movie or even in between. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
So looking forward to that fight between Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto, and then Momoshiki.
Yeah. They definitely gotta elaborate on that.
Just that synergy, just the fight with Sasuke and Naruto fighting together. In the movie, that was so beautiful just to watch.
It's great.
They didn't miss a single beat at all.
Oh god, if we really think about it, they didn't hesitate even a second.
Yeah, like Sasuke went with his sword to attack him, got hit, his sword went up in the air, and in the middle of his attack, Naruto grabbed the sword and continued Sasuke's attack.
And it was like back to back, they both followed up with each other's attacks and just never let up.
Yeah.
I think they sent him through like a rock, just like a huge like cliffside. I mean, it still wasn't enough, but yeah. But alright, I think we're good here actually.
Yeah, we should be.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, we'll have to just look forward to seeing what's gonna happen before the movie, which seems to be a little bit more of the whole team form up, and I guess we'll see all the other students doing that. And we'll just see where we go from there. So we'll end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. #bye everyone.